Right. Welcome to the Fellowship of Idiocy, where a bunch of idiots play complicated snakes and ladders, also known as D&D. Previously on the Fellowship of Idiocy, our adventurers succeed in finding the gang leader, although not really finding a bounty, since it was set up since the beginning. They end up going back to our robotic friend, gaining some trinkets and the paladin new armor. As they start venturing through Ehrenberg, making their way to somewhere where they can rest, they stumble back onto Ellis and finding a wanted poster with both the paladin and cleric on it. So they decide to hightail and make their way back to the moving house, where after some key fumbling about, they make it in the nick of time and decide to check the bounty board for a new quest, which they pick up: a father and a daughter looking for some escorts. And after convincing Calcifer to move the house to said location,
Didn't we pick up two?
you did. You picked up the haunted puppet as well.
Puppet? Yeah, haunted puppet.
Haunted puppet as well for a quest later. And after Calcifer agreeing to move the house, you end up finding a little more about what's really going on with Constantine and discovering some lore about these magnificent creatures of divine gods and the eggs that associate with them. Now,
And we shall not speak of the events of last week.
oh no, last week was awful. That fucking one shot killed me, man.
Never again.
Alright, well, I each DM'd use privately.
Non-canon. Non-canon.
Not canon. It's not, actually, it is canon, which hurts me. Hurts me inside. It hurts me. It really does.
When, was this what you DM'd as on the 11th?
Yes. I each DM'd yous privately, asking during the moving house what each of your characters were doing. Now I would like yous to repeat what each of your describe to the rest of the party what your characters are doing in this time of the house moving. For yous, it feels like an hour, but the house move does not associate time. So, Nadia.
Carnola's crocheting.
Sure.
Give me a
Because
little.
it keeps her fingers nimble.
Give me a little performance check on that.
Performance check. Oh god.
Oh, a sleight of hand check even.
A sleight of hand. Oh,
that makes a little
perfect,
more
that's
sense.
Perfect.
And
26.
Sophie.
Hold on, my laptop is dying. Get back to me.
Colin, what
shit.
would Marcellus be doing in this time?
Marcellus is currently taking part in a little bit of meditation to try and keep himself calm and emotions in check and shit like that.
Give me a wisdom check.
A wisdom check.
Adam, what would Eric be doing in this time?
Eric has found some books and is enjoying a nice read.
Oh my god, I rolled a nat one. First roll of the day.
I was secretly hoping for that. Eric, you know what? I'd say give me a comfy check, but doesn't seem to be an option for that. So I'm just going to let you have a comfy chair and a comfy read.
Make a deck save.
Make a deck save. Crusader. What would Dedrick be doing in this time?
Dedrick would most likely be eating.
Eating.
Yeah.
Anything else?
After eating, It is then sleeping.
Okay, give me a wisdom check for that.
Hope you
Okie
roll
dokie.
one as well, just to make me feel better.
Okay.
We'll see.
26
Just
for a
regular
sleight of
wisdom
hand.
check?
Yes, please. 26 for a wisdom check. Shut up.
Oh shit.
No, 26 for a sleight of hand check. My bad.
Yes.
Brain fucked.
I'm down there with Colin.
this session's gonna be great. Sophie.
The difference is you had a straight. You had a straight roll. Mine was +3, so I rolled another one.
Oh shit.
Val's just sitting sharpening our weapons.
Okay. Yeah,
What would that be?
it's not really any way I can kind of fuck that up.
I mean, I regret my decisions.
Leave it. Nicanor, man, during this time, managed to like successfully knit crochets, whatever they were trying to crochet, and like even a fashion that they're surprised by. Marcellus, on the other hand, during the meditation, as Marcellus starts to kind of zen in, just this like wet slop just strokes the entire body and face as the little Chester, as you're completely disturbed with this chest, who proceeds to bother you for the rest of the duration. While you try and push it away, it's just...
I can't just kill it, can I?
I mean, you can try, if you so wish.
It didn't go well.
I was about to say I'd like to try and maybe use animal handling to try and calm it down, but I think I lost that right when I rolled a fucking nat 1.
Yeah, you were not zenning out. You were being discovered by Chester.
I think I am going to refrain from attacking this chest right now.
I mean, the last person that attacked
no.
the chest didn't really end well.
No. Oh no.
Dedrick, on the other hand, after eating, ended up having some digestion problems. So the sleep,
Oh my god.
sleep was kind of an issue. Everyone else kind of just hears the plate of armor just ching 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 to the bathroom every 5 seconds.
Room scares.
And after everything is all well and done, Cassifer, after kind of being looking incredibly exhausted, not only from the cursed magic items eaten, but from the traveling, kind of in a kind of deflated way, just we're here. Get out of my house. Kind of coughs, and just this kind of steam rises from his mouth. As Ellis accompanies all of you to the door. The village should be just north of here, I believe. I'm going to go out fishing. Don't worry about the house. Just try and remember where it is, because you won't be able to see it.
Just remember where we parked it.
Just remember where you parked it. See? Precisely. Because we don't want to run in with our friend now, do we? Alright, toodaloo.
Yes.
Au revoir. Au revoir. Bye. Toodaloo.
As you exit the door kind of shuts behind you, and as you just look back, you can see you can see a kind of mechanical house that's all kind of wonky and shaped weird, with bricks and metal creating kind of chimneys. It doesn't look like an ordinary house, but it gives the perception of one. As you're admiring this, the whole outside starts to become translucent from bottom to top, as you no longer can see it. and currently surrounded by a forestation of woods. And even though you felt like it was an hour, it seems like the entire day has passed as it's starting to get dark as the sun starts to set.
I swear to fuck, Robert, if we find a map right now, I'm going to punch you.
Find a what?
A map.
A map.
You've already taken some inspiration from Puss in Boots.
Oh right, and above VT. No, not yet.
Oh, not yet.
From the directions of Ellis, north is where the village would be. So where would you like to go?
North, I guess.
See, before we move, would I be able to roll to see if there is anything, like, that would help us find our way back? Like, if there's any, like, trees sitting in a certain way or that we could almost use as signposts for the way back.
Give me a survival check.
Nine.
As
Those
you
trees are in fact trees.
come up with the brilliant idea to snap a branch off and kind of stick it into the dirt, it kind of hangs there with kind of leaf hanging out. Just proud of yourself that you've found a way to mark where the house is without being too
I'm
obvious.
not even proud, I'm just fucking tired. I've had a fucking chest licking me for the past fucking hour.
Oh yeah, the rest of you see that his cloak is damp from one side. His like entire face as well.
I'm going to rip that fucking chest to shreds.
Try it. It didn't end well last time.
Well, I'm not going to put my fucking hand in it, am I?
Do you know what? Go for it. I want to see this chest fuck you up.
Fucking amateurs.
As you proceed to make your way through the forest station into the kind of area that you presume to be the village, you're kind of making your way through the trees. There's a couple animals, birds kind of fly past and scurry past through the woods. You're kind of making your way through the bushes. Someone give me a survival check.
All of us?
Just one. Unless you want to make a survival check.
Who's got the highest? I've got a +3.
Two here. You beat
Plus
beat.
3. I have a +3.
Oh, you.
You okay there, Adam?
And my video game crashed. So.
Nadia, what's your survival? Hello? Nadia?
Nadia.
Sorry, I was talking. I forgot I muted because my sibling came in. +1.
+1, so it's probably best if me or Sophie roll it.
If you both wish to roll, you can.
Shall we?
We could both roll and we could just pick the highest one.
No,
If
Robert will take both of them into account.
It's nothing. It's not nothing deadly. Alright, I'll promise you that.
Right, I'll roll it then.
Okay.
15!
Okay.
I'll take a 15. I'll take
I'm
a
gonna roll it.
15.
To see what, I'm gonna roll it to see what I would have got.
Once you roll it, I'm locking it in.
She's
Oh,
already
wait.
rolled it.
Fantastic.
10.
Shit, man.
As you are walking, Marcellus, you catch the corner of your eye a kind of familiar-looking plant. And as you go over to inspect, you kind of instinctively just rip it out of the ground to find yourself a kind of batch of healing roots, where it's kind of 3 attached onto a single stem. The kind of
What
small
would this come under?
healing root.
Would I add 3 or just the 1?
If you wish to take all 3.
I would like to take all 3. I'm just reading it, sorry.
No, that's fine.
A healing root is what can be used to create healing potions, or it can be eaten to gain 1d4 health. If one is used in crafting, it must be used in a cauldron during a long rest and will create 2 lesser healing potions or 1 regular healing potion. That's fucking sick. But we don't have a cauldron. We could ask Ellis if he's got one when we get back.
Valindra, on the other hand, as you're kind of walking, you kind of notice what Marcellus did and kind of look around and finding that and kind of find a similar looking stem, and as you pull it out, you only know it only comes out with like 1. Now the healing roots are in the kind of shape of what you would recognise to be a kind of chunky carrot, but with a pink, purplish tinge to them.
I think I might need to take this to the blooming FDA.
As you progress further, it's Crusader here.
Hello?
Crusader.
I'm assuming that's a
Yeah, I'm
no.
here. I'm just messing with the
Oh.
dogs.
Alright, fair enough. And as you continue to press on through the forestation, you start to make your way out into the clearing to notice that the walls of the village are present. Except there doesn't seem to be much noise coming from the village. Perhaps it's just nighttime. Doesn't seem to be much light either, or even smoke from chimneys.
And I'm assuming we can't tell what time it is.
As you can tell, sunset is happening as you speak.
Right. So can I do an Arcana check in the walls?
You can.
Dirty 20?
It's not magical. Doesn't seem to be any magical presence
That's fine.
from the walls and village itself.
Just wanted to make sure, just in case, like, you know, because better safe than sorry, you know.
Mhm.
So I suggest we head in. Yeah.
Sure, why not?
For a penny?
As you begin to make your way through the open gate, you enter to notice that it is dreadfully quiet. Carts are being left at the side of the road. There doesn't seem to be presence, if at any. And as you make your way to what would be the small village's town square, you notice that all the buildings surrounding either have the doors broken into or just completely abandoned as well.
Well, that don't look good.
Can we investigate?
Give me an investigation check. Everyone else would like to join in as well, you can.
Motherfucker, I've rolled 2 nat ones today!
Investigation.
I'll do the
I'll
same.
do.
Well,
Marcellus,
Good.
as you kind of look on the ground
Oh,
to kind
God.
of examine about, you pick up a pebble and go, this looks like a pebble.
Oh my fucking god. Hell yeah. I roll high.
Fucking
Hell yeah.
a nat 1 and a nat 20 in the same roll. I'm convinced
Oh
this
my
happened
God.
in the during the one shot as well.
It did.
And wasn't it me and Sophie as well that rolled them?
Hell yeah.
So, as the party kind of begins to split and examine this village, Marcellus finding some rocks and being completely fascinated with them, Kanoa and Eric kind of looking around the buildings that have the door locked, trying to see what's inside, but finding nothing of avail except emptiness. Whereas Dedrick, on his travels, happens to entering one of the abandoned buildings. To find a nice home with the campfire, the fireplace that seems to be out for days, blood trails kind of sweeping around the entirety of the couches, cushions, and all sorts. There seems to be kind of markings, scrapes, and claw marks all throughout the house. As Valindra takes off in the other direction, kind of seeing a distant blood trail that looks more fresh than the rest, and starts to follow it. And
Great.
upon further investigation, notices that one of the buildings is not as wrecked as the others, but this is where the blood trail leads, and the door is completely shut over, and the blood trail follows through.
I don't think I want to go through that door myself. So I think I'll probably... Guys! Could you, come here for a second?
Yes, but Valindra, just look at this rock.
No. There's something a bit more interesting that is on the floor. You know, the thing that runs inside all the bulbs.
Fair.
How the fuck did I not see that?
Because
Oh.
you're dumb.
You're too fascinated by the dumb rocks, that's why.
I would like to throw the rock at Kanoa.
Kanoa in the back of your head.
Almost just like just almost in like a
Playful
playful
manner.
throw, just kind of like bounces in the head.
As you start to convey onto Sophie's discovery, Kanoa, you feel a kind of thunk in the back of your head.
Ow.
I'm just gonna turn around and act like it wasn't me.
I know it was you, Marcellus.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
And upon standing next to Valindra, you notice the blood trail as well. Dedrick, it's not the same kind of blood trail as the ones you discovered in your own abandoned building, but it seems to be a lot fresher and a kind of a different tinge.
What?
As the wooden door seems to remain to have been shut. Or is shut.
Anyone good at picking locks?
Maybe.
I was about
think
to
I am.
say.
I am.
You wish to
I
pick the
think-
lock?
Yeah.
Wish to pick the lock? Give me a sleight of hand check.
+8. Please save me. I can't see. Oh. 21.
As you kind of lean up against the cobblestone wall and start picking into the wooden door, you notice nothing's really happening as you're kind of tinkering away, and as you kind of start to apply more pressure, you notice the door kind of just opens on its own. Kind of,
I did it. Woo!
and as the door kind of slowly creaks open, and Kanoa, you're kind of moving it open a wee bit more, allowing the what remaining light there is to shine in. It's very dark. Like all the furniture seems to be tipped over or ripped with claw marks. There seems to be the walls kind of scattered and broken, as doesn't seem to be much remnants. You do notice the blood trail kind of disperses into the darkness, kind of blending in with the rest of the surroundings.
Well, this is pleasant.
Indeed.
It is very pleasant.
What would you like to do?
Any ideas, gang?
How bright or not is it in there?
It's not very bright. The windows seem to have not been cleaned for a while, so even the light can't get through the windows. It's only the door that's been opened.
Right.
Oh, dark vision.
I was about to say I have dark vision as well.
Pretty sure I also do.
I do not.
Crusaders just message me whatever Sophie does, he'll do, because the dog's just pissed in his living room like a professional.
Racial traits, yep, dark vision.
Okay. People with dark vision, you notice it still to be gloomy, but you can differentiate the most of the furniture, and you can notice that all the cupboards from the neighbouring kitchen to the living room is just scattered. Everything is everywhere. You can't even notice where the blood trail continues from a first glance.
Shall we have a look
Follow the
around?
blood trail?
Investigation checks, please.
Ah, great. Here we fucking go.
Fucking
Investigation.
hell, why am I rolling so shit?
That's not that bad. I've done worse.
Marcellus stands in the corner, get fascinated at another rock.
Well, the rest start to kind of look around as Valindra, kind of lifting up some furniture, discovers the blood trail. Kanoa's kind of examining the kitchen, noticing that everything from everywhere is everywhere. As cutlery, plates, and utensils are everywhere, and they're all dented.
Daddy, it's always us being Sherlock and Holmes. Sherlock and Holmes. Sherlock and Watson. Jesus Christ.
Sherlock and Holmes.
Sherlock and Holmes.
Ah, yes, the iconic duo.
I love the iconic duo that is Sherlock and Holmes.
I hate myself.
Adam, what would Eric be doing in this time?
I don't have dark sight, so I'm following them. I can't see shit in this dark.
Fair dues. I mean, would you like to
50
produce,
numbers is Eric's thinking on this one.
would you like to produce some light?
Ooh, do I have an ability?
Do you have a torch?
No, we had this in the sewers. That's why I was relying on Crusader's
Might have-
flaming sword.
Got you.
I may have a torch.
I have continual flame.
If you wish.
Well, do you want to illuminate the situation?
I have a torch.
Second level, Robert.
Okay.
Or you want to use your torch then, Sophie?
I'm genuinely not minding. Whatever's easier.
It
As you-
saves me a spell slot if you use your torch.
I can use my torch then.
As Valindra kind of lights the torch and kind of odds it up, Eric, you're now able to see the kind of surrounding area, noticing the carnage that is this house.
Oof, somebody have fun.
And as you kind of following the light, following Valindra is lifting up furniture, has rediscovered the blood trail that leads downstairs into what is presumably the basement.
Oh, I'm going down there. I'm going down there.
You sure that's a good idea? You've kind of been rolling a bit shit this session so far.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spell slots and 2 cantrips with a +6. I will be fine.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Would anyone like to join me?
I'll join you. Why not?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Hey,
Yes, it's probably going to kill me, but okay.
the adventures of Marcellus, Sherlock, and Holmes.
As everybody
And Eric.
I hate you all. I hate you all.
as everybody starts to make their way, Marcellus taking lead, followed by Valinger and so on. Start to make your way down the stairs where there seems, Valinger, you pick up that there seems to be kind of scratch marks just continuing all the way down.
My finger
This
is
is
currently
quite.
hovering over the deck save.
This is a bit of a red bad sign.
And with each step you guys make down, it feels like the floorboards of stairs are going to collapse beneath you as each step is a...
Dedrick with us?
What?
Is Dedrick with us?
Dedrick's following you.
Okay, I was going to say.
As it's... until you reach the bottom where, with the dim light and the limited dark vision, you can see that it kind of opens up, and the basement seems to be filled with food, or what is presumably left of the food, as most of it seems to be eaten raw or left, as the barrels and everything is just broken, and the furniture, tables and chairs are scattered everywhere. There does seem to be a cage in the distance.
Can we see if are we close enough in our range of dark vision to see if the cage is open or not?
You can see the cage is shut. You can't really differentiate between the shades what the cage holds.
Chuck one of your pebbles at it, see if it yells out.
Can I?
If you wish.
I will chuck a pebble at it.
Ting. As you kind of feel...
Well, never know something's there.
Hello?
I swear to God, by the way, see if that creepy voice starts playing again. I'm going to be well annoyed.
Are you okay?
You kind of feel a bit of scuffling followed by silence.
We mean you no harm.
We come in peace.
Last words.
Silence.
Maybe it doesn't speak language? Good.
There are 5 of us here. We do have weapons, but we are not holding them right now. We are not going to hurt you. I'd like to walk closer towards the cage.
As you start to make your way closer to the cage, you kind of see and hear a bit more scuffling from the corner, followed by a kind of tattered figure, kind of hunched over in the corner, as if it's covering something.
Are you okay?
As you kind of see him dart back, can't really make out any facial features from the darkness. You kind of... Are you...
Can I pick up one of the bits of food around? and just kind of put it through one of the holes of the cage.
If you wish.
I liked it.
Crusader, are you back as well?
Yeah, I just got back. Actually, great timing.
Good chat. Did you hear what's happening?
Nah.
You have went down into a dark basement and followed the sounds of scuffling, where
shit.
Marcellus has seen a figure kind of hunched over in the corner of a cage. So,
What the fuck?
as you kind of pick up the food and kind of toss it in, you kind of see him. You kind of see the figure kind of stand up and he's kind of covering what's behind him the best as this man could, as he goes, I'd prefer if the food was cooked. You're not here to hurt us, right?
Yeah, well, yes, we are.
What?
You want the food?
You're here to hurt
I
us.
can cook the food
It's
for
just
you.
big golem.
I'm not here.
We're not going to hurt you.
I'm not here to hurt you.
Misunderstanding. We're not going to hurt you.
Does everyone go closer to the cage?
Nah, I'll just.
I am.
Could we not shine the torch close to the cage?
That would
I'll
involve
check
you
over
going.
here. You guys have fun.
That would involve you going close to the cage. So
I'm assuming I'm standing right at the cage right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can cook.
If everyone
Do you want me
else
to
would
cook
like a
the food for you?
if everyone else would like a glimpse what's in the cage, I would ask you to be close to the cage.
I'll take a couple steps forward, but still, stand behind Marcellus.
I
Okay.
don't like the tone you're speaking in, Robert. It's making me worried. Yeah, I'll do the same as Cronoa. Like, keep a distance, but also take 2 steps
Because
forward.
I'm assuming this is the father and daughter we're looking for.
Eric, you can see what's in the cage, and thanks to the light from Valindra, you can notice that this it is indeed a man. It's kind of an oldish guy with kind of grey, a kind of beard that hasn't been shaven or even tidied in a while, as the hair kind of strands out, and it seems to be kind of a bald patch on the front, as he kind of has kind of two round glasses with a kind of crack on the side.
Can I check the job again?
As his clothes are tattered and kind of worn, as if they're ripped, whatnot. And as you pull out the piece of parchment to read the quest, you kind of hold it up, as it reads, "Father and daughter in need of protection escort. 1,000 GP reward."
I believe we're here to let you and a girl out of here.
As you kind of see his eyes widen with almost relief, as he kind of pulls the cloak off, revealing a young girl who's kind of in kind of nice clothes, as if she's been well looked after. Kind of ginger, red hair. She's in full panic, kind of covering her face. They picked up the quest. I told you someone would come for us. I told you.
Is there like a lock on the cage?
Yes. I have the keys.
Is there anyone that's been down here recently that we should be worried about?
Yeah, like who took you? What's going on here?
Hasn't been anyone for a while. I assume you saw the mess outside.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we kind of did. So that's why we're here.
I have the keys. It's fine. As he kind of leans through the bars and unlocks the cage. He
Sorry,
opens it.
no.
Where do you want us to take you to?
Hold on. If you had the key, why didn't you let yourself out before?
Colin,
You kind of see him stutter for a little bit. You saw the carnage outside. We wanted to be safe. If they found us, they wouldn't be able to get into the cage.
Who's they?
Uh-huh.
Bandits.
Can I
Why would
cast?
Oh,
Can you
There
guys?
you go.
There you go.
What would you like to cast?
Detect magic.
Okay.
Dude, I have a bad feeling. I have a really bad feeling. Oh, this is gonna be a waste of time, isn't it? I'm gonna cast this and I'm gonna wait.
I have a
guarantee you.
hunch as to what we are dealing with here.
Do I have to take magic actually?
You do indeed.
I do have to take magic. Okay, cast. There you go.
Okay. As you kind of cast it, you don't see anything illuminating the man that resembles anything arcane.
Fucking knew it. I just wasted a spell slot.
I don't think bandits would leave that sort of scratches on the walls.
I still have a bad feeling.
The terrible people.
What about the girl?
Terrible.
What about the
Even they were well-equipped spellcasters. They would change their form into terrors such as bears, lions, and just ravage the
Lions, tigers, and
townsfolk.
bears. Oh my.
Can I do an? Would it be insight or perception to determine whether he's telling the truth?
That would be an insight check.
I'd like to do an insight check then, and I get a 19.
First good roll.
Fucking literally.
As everyone else is listening, but you're kind of looking for him. He seems to be kind of, his body language is more kind of distant as he's standing directly in front of this young girl. As he's speaking, he's kind of tripping over his words and stuttering, and he's kind of playing with a ring on his finger as he's moving it back and forth.
So he's talking out his ass then.
He's terrified.
Can I use divine sense?
You are standing at the stairs, are you not?
Yeah.
You barely
Do
know
I have
what's
to be
going on.
close to them? Okay. Well, can I not hear them?
You can
Are they,
hear
like,
that. You
speaking,
can
like, very, very...
you can hear them, but you can't see shit. Since you can, well, you can see the you can see the glow of the torch with the party members, but you don't really see them.
Can I message you a question, Robert?
I'm not going to reply.
No, this is a question about. Actually, no, never mind.
I'm not going to reply. Okay, Crusader.
Yeah.
No, I had a thought. And
What would you like to do? You hear this commotion, but you don't exactly know what's going on.
Okay. I guess I'll go closer in for a listen.
Okay. As you start to make your way closer, more into the light, as the kind of torch glows, and you kind of see exactly the same descriptions as I've given of the people. The people seem panic as they kind of jump back, and as you can see, presumably the father kind of push the daughter directly behind him, completely hiding her with his whole body. It's Paladins is with you, I presume?
Everyone in this room right now that we are aware of that is here is part of us.
The weird way to phrase it.
What order would you happen to be from, sir?
Rivendell.
As you kind of see his body relax as a kind of faint sigh from him. Okay.
So you've had issues with paladins from other kingdoms?
No, just Ehrenburg. It's not a nice place. They're not very friendly people.
If it makes you feel better, these two I point towards Eric and Dedrick. Let's just say they are not necessarily welcome in Edinburgh anymore. So you're in safe hands.
You kind of see him relax, just ever so. He's still vigilant and scared, but he seems a little more relaxed. Okay. So you wouldn't mind a protective, being a protective escort, right? I have
That's
money.
the job. That's the job that we were hired to do.
I don't trust this guy in completely.
Okay.
Sophie, see, to be completely honest with you, neither do I.
I don't fucking trust him.
Okay.
How old would you say the daughter is?
Young. I'm gonna say like kind of 10, 11, from
Okay.
what you can tell. Like very young.
New bestie. Awesome.
I would like to open the cage door.
As you kind of open it, kind of gesture for them, they kind of, although he seems to have her kind of, his arms are behind his back as he's kind of holding on to the daughter as he kind of passes. You are mainly kind of keeping his distance towards Dedrick. My grandfather owned a lovely farm up the road. It's a short distance from here. It's a nice old windmill. Should be relatively safe.
Is that where you want us to
We're
take
gonna
it?
get a deck save any minute.
That's where I would like to go. Yes, please.
We're gonna get a deck save any second now. I can
Why?
fucking feel it.
Why don't you want to leave? Isn't this place prone to more raids? If it's bandits we're even talking about.
Well, if we had left, we're afraid that the bandits would have attacked us when we tried to make our safety, and I don't want my daughter harmed at all. She's a good girl, honestly.
Hmm.
May I ask you a question? And after I ask this question, we will start our journey.
It's fantastic. I ask away.
To be completely honest, sir, you look like a mess.
It's been a rough couple of weeks.
Weeks.
But your daughter doesn't.
Your
Yes,
daughter looks better than half of us.
I
How
had.
is that?
I promised her mother, my wife, God rest her soul, that I would take very good care of her.
How exactly did you do that when locked in a cage?
Keep her safe. Bandits can't get in the cage, they're not gonna harm us, right? It seemed to work so far.
Wait, what happened to your wife?
Died. Natural causes.
Natural causes.
Yeah.
That's suspicious.
Can I do another insight check?
Go ahead, if you wish.
I'm sorry, I'm dirty 20.
As he's telling the story about his wife, he seems to be kind of stuttering and kind of just like repeating the same words over again as his foot's kind of twitching at this point. As he's repeating this story and his ring's twisting a lot faster and tighter. And a lot more kind of, not violent, but it's kind of leaving marks as he's doing this.
I think this man might be telling porcupines.
I wonder what gave that away. Not, the suspicious manner and everything suspicious surrounding it.
Does your daughter speak?
Yes, she does. She's very well educated. I try my best. I used to be a teacher.
I hope you don't mind, but like me and your daughter are the same age. Could I like, you know, try talking to her? Like I understand if you're being like that lover, but can we just chat a little? It's been a while since I found another kid my age.
As he's kind of stuttering, doesn't know what to answer, you kind of see the daughter kind of tug on his tattered sleeve as he. Sure.
Awesome.
As he is, but I ask that you do so by my side.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
One last thing.
One more thing.
I'd like to make a proposition, just so that we know that your family is safe, and it seems like you are a family man. We will go into the little farm that you're gonna take her to, and we're gonna check it out if that doesn't bother you at any bit.
I don't see why that should be an issue.
Okay, that's
We just want safe passage. I don't want her harmed at all.
good. Mhm.
Of course not. We wouldn't want any harm to come to her either.
Thank you. Well, I'll kind of start to lead the way. I guess, unless you want to lead the way. It's only northwest of here. The road should take it, and then there's a diversion at the end, and then a bridge, and then across that bridge, it's visible. You can go in front. I can give directions. Use are the escort after all.
We will go in front. Actually, let me think about this. What I think we should do to make sure it is as safe for you as possible, we will have a couple of us in front of you and a couple of us behind you.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That sounds safe. Yes, very safe.
As much as I don't like you,
that's lovely.
I'm not speaking to you. Don't worry. I do believe that it would probably be best if we have our strongest at the front. So I guess you're leading the way, Paladin.
Well, of course, I'll keep you both safe. And if it does come to it, the party members do come first. I hope you don't mind.
No, I honor a paladin who lives up to the codes of honor. Yeah. Lead the way. Paladin. Kind of see him twisting and ringing a lot faster. As you begin to advance up the stairs, kind of creaking, he seems to be holding his daughter's hand, not tightly, but like a very kind of gentle tight, as they make their way out of the house, and as you exit the building, kind of points that direction. You start to advance down
There's something
the road.
bugging the shit out of me. See, even though I do not have any contact with it, but I'm assuming I can see it, would I be able to do an Arcana check in the ring?
Yeah, if you wish.
19.
As far as you can tell, there doesn't seem to be any magical properties.
Right.
Something is fucking not right.
I'd like
the
to
girl-
the whole time that we're like walking, I'm just kind of like talking to the like girl, if she talks
Well, what do
back
you say?
and
Start it off as you start to walk.
just making small talk, just like, hey, like, what's your name?
Sophie.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Name generators, man. It was the first one that came up, and I'm like, yeah, that's gonna be funny.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Sophie, you're immortalised in D&D. Congratulations.
Whoa.
You're probably not going to
exist in
survive the
D&D.
episode, but that's not the point.
Probably.
That's a lovely name. I'm Carnoa.
It's lovely to meet you, Kanoa.
It's nice to meet you too. How old are you?
I'm 11 and a half.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm 12.
Oh, we're like, we're same age, yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've met another kid.
It's been a while since I've met another kid as well.
What would you enjoy doing in your free time? Any hobbies? I know there's not much to do when you're locked in a cage, but like before that or anything?
You see the father kind of be a bit more kind of reserved with it. He's kind of a bit kind of hesitant with it as she responds almost straight away. I loved archery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it.
Well, I have a sharp bow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I see it?
Yeah, of course, if it's okay with your father, obviously.
He kind of looks down and he's it's a kind of he's very hesitant, but he kind of let goes of her hand, but still very much by her side. As you hand the short bow to her, you kind of see her eyes lighting up. It's like
With no arrows. I'm keeping the arrows.
Yeah.
She just has a bow.
as you kind of see her eyes lighting up as if like sunshine. You've just gave her the entire sun. As she's kind of playing with the string as she's firing it back and forth. From the where she's holding it, she seems quite proficient with it. She like her form of holding's very natural and kind of practiced.
Were you any good?
I could never hit anything.
It just takes some practice, I guess.
The most I could get is the bow of like 5-10 meters away. So that's about it. My uncle taught me.
Oh.
Yeah, he's lovely. He's great.
Yeah, I'm self-taught. I didn't
Oh.
really have anyone.
Oh, are you any good?
Oh, I'm amazing. You want to see?
Yeah. She kind of
Watch me
has,
roll on that one.
as she kind of hands the bow
Nadia
back.
crocheted the penis.
No,
What?
it's a leg. It's a leg. It just looks like a penis, okay?
That's a crocheted condom right there.
No, look at that. That's a fucking bobby. That's a bobby. That's episode
Oh,
is
yeah.
not going
Yeah,
up to
that's-
YouTube.
yeah.
Never mind.
It's 2 legs for the monster I'm making.
Enough of your lies.
Okay, can I like take the bow back and like aim for something? Is there anything around that I can just aim for? Just aim for Marcelus's head.
Well, you're starting to come into the woods. This and the cobblestone path. There is a couple birds flying through, and some of the trees seem to be apple trees, kind of hanging apples, and a couple other trees hanging other fruits. I was gonna say peaches. Peaches come from trees, right? Yeah, peaches.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go for an apple. I'll go for an apple.
All right, roll me a hit, DC.
Oh, watch
What?
me just not hit this. Okay.
As you kind of as you're walking, you kind of aim and fire it. As you can see, it just hits like the top of the apple. As it goes straight through it and it, boom, lands on the grass just in front of you. As you kind of glance back and you see her eyes completely widen.
I'll go get it and give the apple to her.
Okay, as you kind of run ahead of Dedrick, kind of grabbing the apple and arrow and running back, handing the apple. She's, thank you. Maybe, hey, can you teach me?
Sure, why not?
Fantastic. She's kind of munching onto the apple, and she's like so happy.
Friend acquired.
The father's entire. You can see the father give off like this kind of faint half smile.
Imagine if
as
you're
she's
so worried about this father being a dodgy cunt, and he's just
He's just a nice
he's just
guy.
a dad wanting to look after his child.
I have a bad feeling.
No, I feel like he
This
seems
is
Sophie, you have a
It's
bad
too-
feeling about everyone.
This is too wholesome. This is too wholesome for D&D session.
What
Think about
time is
it.
it now, Robert?
What time it is now? It's starting to be dark. The sun has just set, and the night starts to crawl in.
Is there any sign of a moon?
As far as you can see, not at the moment. That is quite cloudy though.
Right. I
As
think that's just giving away what I've been thinking this entire time.
Werewolf. Something along that fucking line.
a
I was just
Lincoln,
about to ask that question.
Yeah.
a Lincoln.
You know the question I was gonna ask you, Robert?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've given away what I was thinking. So
Yeah.
what I was gonna ask is, would an Arcana check be able to detect lycanthropy? Which I'm assuming it can't.
That is even
Go on,
if they are.
Sam.
That is even if they are Lincolns.
No, I don't think the wee girl is. I'm kind of thinking he is.
Well, as far as you can tell, if that's how you expect detect magic to work. Doesn't seem to so.
It was an Arcana check. I don't have detect magic.
Arcana check as well, but both of them seem to give no result to that of magic.
That's fine.
But maybe that's not how gravity works.
I know.
Anyway, progressing onwards, is there anything you would like to do as Kanoa and the daughter are kind of playing
Did
with
you
this
forget
ball?
her name?
I'd
No,
like
it's
to ask.
there, Sophie.
I'd like to ask the father a question.
As you wish.
What was life like for you before having to be in that cage? What was your life like? What did you get up to?
What was life like? Like before the raids? Yeah, it was good. It was good. Everything was kind of peaceful. Quite, kind of the village stuff. Being the librarian wasn't all bad. You got to meet all different kinds of people. And you got to read a lot of books, so it was great.
A scholar, eh?
Yeah, librarian. It's great.
Not bad.
That's how I'm able to lecture my daughter.
Okay.
What's the dad's name?
You haven't asked.
What is your name?
My name? It's Andrew, sir, and yours?
Andrew.
I am Marcellus.
How very
Val.
fancy.
Well, is my hood up or down at this point? I don't know.
You are
assuming
close enough where he has recognised you as a tiefling.
When you look like me, people don't necessarily react the nicest.
I could imagine. I'm not. I don't judge though. Not one to judge. I mean, you look as old and distorted as me. You can't really judge on appearances.
I really want to be upfront and just be like, do you prefer night or day? I want to be upfront
If
so
it
badly,
makes
but I'm
you
not
feel
going
better, Sophie,
You can ask that. I'm
my
not going to stop you.
mindset
Go
is
ahead.
my mindset is being blunt. Asking if this is actually his daughter, then immediately doing an insight check afterwards.
Go ahead. If you want to, you can go ahead. The Crusader in the front just got his sword out, just.
Yeah, I'm just walking, hearing all of you just question the
I
poor
feel
guy.
like asking both questions at once isn't gonna end well. So I feel like the best course of action is for Sophie to ask your question.
See, I wasn't going to be like, do you prefer night or day? I was going to be like, in a joking manner. Like, say, do you
Yeah,
prefer night or
exactly.
day?
Go ahead. So.
Okay. Andrew, do you prefer night or day? Because I prefer night. It's a bit more quiet, don't you think?
Oh, I'm a daytime person myself. You know, the feeling of the sun shining on the grass and you're able to read books. It's a warm feeling, especially playing out in the
Yeah,
fields.
reading books.
The
Reading books is
the
a lot of
warmth is
fun.
quite nice.
Mm.
How far away would you say we are now?
We shouldn't be too far. Just along this path, and then up we'll take the diversion. As he kind of glances down to Eric, that's a nice arm you have.
Well, thank you.
It's very divine. Gifted to you, I presume.
Yeah, I injured my arm, and this was the fix. If anything, it's better than it was before, so I can't complain.
It was just healed, kind of. Like, is it just a part of you?
And I hope it's a part of me for now. I kind of need an arm.
Lovely, fascinating. Do you feel pain from it at all?
No pain, no. It throbs sometimes, but no pain, weirdly.
That's that's amazing. Say, if you don't mind me asking, as he kind of lowers his voice and whispers a wee bit to the three of yous. What's the story of the paladin in front?
Don't ask Martha's that.
Me
Okay,
and
lie down.
me and the paladin of, let's just say, had our differences. But he is from Riverdale, and
And good for us.
there is good in him.
He's a good person. Marcy.
I mean, we all have our faults. I wouldn't exactly say
He will
everyone's a good person.
He will bring no harm to you or your daughter.
We have morals.
Um, that's reassuring to hear, at least.
I have another question for you, and sorry if this is intrusive.
No. You're doing as a service. It's only polite we answer.
Adding bits and pieces of what you've said together, and I don't necessarily believe you're telling us the whole truth. I
how
do
so?
believe you were attacked.
Yeah.
Wasn't by bandits though, was it?
Colin, I swear to fucking God if this ends badly.
No, I was telling a lie. Cultists, even. You've heard stories with the purple cloaks and masks. The sorcerers of such.
The boy had one.
This is
Before-
funny stories, right?
Before we got with the rest of these people, me and Carnoa had a bit of a run-in with a couple of these cultists.
And you seem to fare very well.
That's because they didn't wish to harm us at this point. That has changed since then.
Cultist? Did someone say cultist?
Yeah, yes, Paladin, the cultists.
What of them?
You have, it was saying it's the people who attacked my village.
So you lied to us.
I panicked.
See any of these cultists that were attacking you and your village?
Yeah, yes.
Were any of them Edinburgh paladins?
No, just the cloaked people set in blazes and transfiguration. It's yeah.
Okay.
So your wife died from one of the cultists, right?
No. As I said, natural causes.
How long
Okay.
ago was that?
A few years ago, 6 years, 8 months, 12 days.
Oh,
That's a long time ago.
Isn't
pardon
it?
my intrusion.
No, I assume you have your own stories, Paladin, about these cultists, the way you were surprised.
Yeah, well, firstly, I'm surprised you lied to us. Well, unsurprisingly, you were protecting your daughter, but I don't know why you'd lie about the cultists. You being tracked or something? Are we walking our deaths?
And I can't guarantee that I would, if you, it's assuming I'm working with them, I'm not, I promise.
I think you
Well.
know what I'm going to say to that, Robert.
You wish to give an insight check, you can.
14, not as good.
Apart from the movements that have become accustomed to this man, he seems to be a bit more forward with it. He's not working with them.
That's
Kind of
fine.
more straightforward tone in his voice.
Did you overhear any information from these cultists?
It was a lot of panic and carnage. I didn't want to listen. I just wanted to make sure we were hidden and safe.
I completely understand that, but I would like to hear if you heard one specific word.
I can't guarantee any words I've heard.
Did you hear anything about an egg?
Eggs? As in, like, farm chicken eggs? Because I
No,
think they were
this is
they were
something
raiding.
a lot more important than your bog standard chicken egg.
Like, I don't understand, so.
They are after these eggs that hold great power, and that's all I know.
Like like relics, like gold and more like kind of honorary statue eggs.
Yes.
I've read a couple books, history books. But I couldn't have. I don't know if they were looking for that. I don't see why they'd be raiding my village for it, since the kingdom Herrenburg has the egg was safe kept.
Then,
I presume.
if they attacked your village, they must have done it for a reason. Why do you think that reason is?
I don't know. Perhaps to send a message out. Paladin, it's
Right.
right up here, just the dot path. As you kind of see a more
Sending-
faint path, kind of leads off from the cobblestone into more forestation.
How
What
far away are we,
message would they
bookkeeper?
say? Oh, sorry.
We shouldn't be far now. Once we get to the bridge, you'll be able to see it just up the hill.
Okay.
What message would a cult want to send by attacking some, and I mean no offense by this, just random village?
But
To convey power, silly.
yeah, to show off their might, the brute strength, the terrified Ehrenberg. Of
Yeah,
course.
but surely a smart cult, if they're really wanting to show off their power, they go after the big ones. Because that
See
will
your
really
books.
make people scared of them.
Yes.
They don't have enough power for that. I doubt it.
See the books that you mentioned, that you read about these eggs in.
Yes.
Did they mention anything about locations?
I know that there's 6, each kingdom. 1 second.
Dungeon Master gone. We can do whatever we want.
Okay.
I take out my sword and I decapitate the librarian.
I genuinely think that
Haha,
he ate his
for me,
wife or
it's
something.
just there's that kind of thought in my head is
I think he ate his
right
wife.
now
Killed her.
Constantine has 2 of the eggs, doesn't he?
I thought you only had one.
He's either got one or two.
No, he's got 2 because there was the one try episode and then there was the ship.
Yeah,
Oh, now I remember
yeah,
now.
that's what I was thinking.
Right, I'm back.
Yep.
We're just having a little party discussion that wasn't for the DM.
I'll just go back and listen to the recording.
Oh fuck!
No,
There's
like it's all there. 1 minute 19, gotcha.
Oh my
Maybe-
god.
I mean, that's a cat. That was very adorable.
I love my cat. Oh,
I want
love
a
your
cat
cat,
so
too.
bad.
What did these books tell you about these relics?
That there was the 6 of them. Each kingdom had their own, and kept in each of their capitals, I presume. But safeguarded immense power for divine gods were made. Yeah, they made them. I'd say I'd show you the books, but they're back there.
Maybe
Bookkeeper.
we'll have a look in the way back.
Yeah.
What time is it right now?
It's dark.
Time pass? Dark.
It's
Okay.
3:37.
It's
I'm going to
it's
the deck.
so dark. It's dark to where most of the light is just coming off of your torch and Edric's sword.
I'm waiting on the deck save. I'm waiting on it.
So as you kind of progression, you start to hear kind of a river down just kind of left side from the forestation. We shouldn't be too far from the bridge, and you'll see the farm windmill farm.
If it was this easy, why would you need a party with you?
Didn't think it was going to be this easy, if I'll be honest.
And
What?
what were you gonna say? I'll bite my tongue. What? You're not
This
gonna say anything?
pharmacy.
There you go.
Anyone?
You said it.
Oh yeah,
Does
yeah.
this pharmacy?
No. Yeah, yeah. It should be. It's got a protection spell on it.
Interesting.
See,
But
as we get, I'll just put this out there for when we get there. When we get to the farm, can I have a an Arcana check?
No, you can once you reach pretty close to it.
That's fine.
As you continue walking, you hear like kind of rummaging in the bushes just beside you and trees. As both the father and the father kind of instinctively just kind of grabs the daughter and pushes her behind, kind of interrupting the kind of convo that was happening with Kanoa, as a kind of hare just kind of jumps out of the bush, kind of just slowly, as it kind of starts to jump down the dirt path.
Nothing to be afraid of.
No, of course not. Of course not.
librarian, if
Yeah,
it came down to it, would you die for your daughter?
absolutely.
Okay.
I don't think I
Nice.
need to insight check that statement.
I'll give you one of my daggers. Please, for the love of God, use it if you need to.
I'm not a weapon kind of person.
I do not give a shit.
No. Honestly, I insist, Paladin.
Well, you're gonna claw their eyes out with your little fingernails.
No. Fingernails aren't that.
So
sharp.
what would you do?
Preferably talk to them or ask my daughter
Look
to
at
run.
what those cultists did to your village.
Yeah.
Really think that they are going to listen to talking?
And
Exactly.
long enough for Sophie here to escape.
Here's the thing. Once or if those cultists get you because they probably don't like that they've missed. Do you really think that if these cultists take your life, that's going to stop them from trying to find your daughter?
Well, I don't think you'd expect me to take on an entire all the cultists myself, do you?
How many was there?
It's hard to keep count. So there was
Well, you can try.
there was a lot. There was a lot.
Estimate.
20, maybe 30.
Okay.
Um,
Snaps, you've been lying down the entire time. Why do you want out now?
Right.
I'll have a story to tell you, librarian.
I
I have, to answer your question earlier, yes, I did have a few run-ins with the cultists. Yes, I have gone toe-to-toe with them. No, they will not have mercy for you or your child. I don't know what kind of value they have for your daughter, or if they even have any value for your daughter at all. I've seen wagon carts of charred bodies, families, family friends, even people just passing by. They do not discriminate, and they will not care. They will not listen. So, heed my words, please, for the love of God. Do something other than talk.
Hey,
That is all.
yes, Paladin. So,
It's not fun to spill blood, but it's worth it to protect the ones you love. I wish I'd learned that sooner.
I learned that too soon.
I didn't learn that at all.
I just
Well, I haven't
placed my
learned
hand in
anything.
Carno's. I just placed my hand in Carno's shoulder, giving her like a pat.
I'll take all your words inspirationally. As you start to, the forest starts to kind of clear, and you see it's a bit kind of misty and cloudy, but you see a nice cobblestone bridge lit by a single torch, and just past the bridge there seems to be a kind of slope how going up to indeed a kind of old windmill with a couple of empty fence farms around. See, it's almost there. More than welcome to wait outside, and I will fetch the reward once we're up there. Of course, no good deed has gone undone.
I'm still
I
going to check the
have
place.
a simple question in that case. See, just for your safety while you're here,
Yeah, yes.
mind if at least one of us joins you?
Of course.
It seems like Carnoa here's become quite acquainted with your daughter.
And for that, I'm thankful.
So I'm sure you wouldn't mind.
No, of course, no, of course not. Seems like a very lovely person.
Why, thank you.
As you start to make your way across the bridge, the kind of river kind of rapidly following underneath kind of diverges out over the distance. And as you cross the bridge, start to progress up the path, you hear a kind of tough and grisly voice of "Halt!" It kind of echoes throughout your ears.
Shit. Guess we're stopping.
As you just kind of turn around to figure out where this noise came from, you notice across the bridges where it came from as the kind of the figures start to come into like kind of seems to be one kind of wide armored man, helmetless, and kind of grey beard and grey short hair, followed by two kind of knight-esque looking people with a kind of hooded kind of brown and white suit, followed behind them wielding the crossbow. the middle person seems to be Paladin Dedrick. You, from across the distance in the light, you can recognize this Paladin to be the one from the tavern that you had run into.
Oh,
Ah,
shit!
No.
As the other two, as they kind of progress across, as they kind of stand on the other side of the bridge, you beside, you can see the light. That each of their clothes are kind of tattered with the blue and bluebell flower of the Ehrenberg Paladin Order.
Oh my fuck. Alright, can I
How
like
does 13 D6s sound?
Not good.
13
Not good, Bob.
No,
What?
this is damage on them.
I
How
ask
about
yous to halt and hand
I would
over the
not-
fiend.
Fiend.
The fiend.
Oh shit.
could be any one of
Can
us.
I'd like to finally do my little
Can you be more
Thingy.
specific on fiend?
As he kind of starts to make his way to the bridge and stops at the end. You don't even know who you're escorting, do you? Hand over the Lincoln.
I fucking
Shit.
called it!
I should have fucking
It was just so obvious. Oh god. No offense, Robert.
There will be no
Can I-
harm done by me or my accomplices, but great travesties will be spared.
I'd suggest
Oh my
that you
god,
guys
I'm
didn't.
shaking in my boots.
No,
Why
no,
should
no,
we?
seriously. You shut the fuck up! Do not mess with these guys. They fucking caught my sword while I
I'm
was
joking.
swinging it.
Okay, I'll shut up.
They
You
will
go for it.
fuck you guys up, Jesus Christ. If you guys knew, if you paladins knew about this, why didn't you look at the quest board? Because that's exactly where we got it.
We have been following for a while now.
No,
The village
so
that you stumbled into was not the first and will not be the last until the Lincoln is destroyed and purified from this plane
Can
of
I
existence.
turn to Andrew?
What do you mean? Can you use your body paralyzed or something?
No, I want to turn towards him. Not you, is it?
Sorry?
The girl.
It's her, isn't it?
I haven't a clue what you're on about. I
Your
don't.
daughter,
Liking
werewolf.
that they are on about.
God's sake.
tell us
kinda-
the
as you
truth
can-
now.
As you kind of hear across the bridge, hand over the girl.
Ah, shit.
No, she my bestie. She my bestie. She
Yes.
knows how to shoot a bow and arrow now.
Wait, why did you name a werewolf character Sophie? Fuck you.
What about liking those stuff?
What are your
Uh.
intentions? I say to the paladin.
Purification.
Oh shit, they're trying to kill her.
Is there any way
Well.
to avoid this?
Colin, no
Is
one
there
had a
any way
word
to
he
We
said.
have a
avoid
paladin and cleric of our own.
They're fucking racist against us, man.
Why wouldn't we do it?
Is
We
there
want to
any way
ensure
avoid
it is
this?
done.
Is there any way to avoid this so you're not child murderers?
It's not child murdering, it's purification, saving
Oh
future
my God.
innocence.
Okay.
Hand her
I look
over.
at Andrew. Has she caused any harm, in her little form?
As he kind of looks down at the ground and kind of places his hands over his eyes. the village.
Oh my fucking
God damn it.
There was no cultists. I read it in the newspaper.
Well. You're not a very good liar, are you, Andrew?
Thought it'd be over and done with.
Yeah, he's a very good father, though.
Please, you
When
can't.
it comes
You
to
can't
it,
let them take her. She's the protection spell might work. Honest.
Well, we can't tell that to the paladins because they won't believe us.
Just because.
I don't want to think the paladins either, because the paladins will fuck us up.
They will, indeed.
So
Don't
it's
they
like,
have
what the
like an
fuck?
didn't Robert say last time they had an armor class of like 19?
No, it was 22. Yeah.
Jet.
Unless you guys have spells, that could surpass their armor class, we have no chance.
Yeah, but they'll have high health.
The only thing I have that I could vaguely use is sleep. That's it. Like,
You can make them go to sleep?
I could cast sleep spell.
But wouldn't
how
that
many
only
of
work
them?
on one of them?
Oh, fuck. How many are there, Trip?
There was 4. If you would like to open up above VTT for a better look.
No.
Someone scream for me, please.
Someone please screen share for the viewers in Crusader respectively.
Yay. Let's go.
It's either go into combat where we might die.
Oh shit. Wrong map.
Wow, this is great.
PTSD.
Or hand over the girl. Which once again, we don't know if these paladins are just going to double cross us and attack us anyway.
You have our word. As God is our witness, no harm will come to any of you as long as the fiend is purified.
This
So that no
fiend
more
you're
harm.
talking about- This fiend you're talking about is a child.
There's a
He
Lincoln.
does not give a fuck.
There's a Lincoln. I do not care in which one form is possessed.
Oh,
The other
God.
form
Can I
commits
just lean
travesties.
over and whisper something to Andrew quickly?
Go ahead.
This might sound crazy, but trust me on this.
Oh no.
When I come
I
to the
don't.
paladins, what if we do it?
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
I mean, you got 2 wizards
What
here.
if
We could do the
we-
purification.
We have 2 wizards, a paladin, and a cleric.
And me.
We are pretty well equipped
And a
to do
child.
this ourselves.
You hear.
And
You
emotional
hear.
support.
You hear some whispering just behind from the cleric behind wielding the crossbow. Just he nods, looks back. It is our sworn duty to rid this world of fiends that cause others harm.
You're going to be
We
in
must
the world a
fulfill
long
our
time. then.
oaths.
What are fiends to you?
Creatures that cause retribution, harm to others.
What would you say
You're
is your
talking-
opinions on
What'd you say?
your opinion on tieflings?
Oh no.
The same
For the
fate.
love of
The
God.
same fate as the Lincoln.
Well.
Oh.
Complete purification.
Hey, you're lucky we're not Dex, Colin. We could have outed you.
Now hand over
Um,
the Lincoln, and you have my word, as God is my witness, that no harm shall come.
You
I have an
realise
idea,
that
but it could fuck us over.
You better talk with the
Colin.
party first.
Colin,
Right.
don't make decisions for us.
I'll tell you what I'm thinking of doing.
Tell us.
I'm thinking of
He likes
blowing
his
that
dramatic
bridge to
pauses.
Oh,
shit. I'm
yeah.
blowing that bridge to shit.
You're gonna blow
You're
the bridge up. Mm.
They do have a clear view of the barn, though.
I hope you know that if this all goes to shit, I'm 100% running.
No, I'm not. Like, I'm not sure of it.
Ugh,
As you know, it is quite a long process to purify a lichen. So, do you mind giving us a couple of minutes in private to get all of this ready?
1 minute for the Lincoln to convey with the man. And that is it.
Right.
you're so generous.
I would like to take the man and the girl. Would these paladins get mad if I took them behind that tree?
Most definitely.
Because
Hmm.
I'm thinking of doing something incredibly stupid here.
So, like,
Please let
every
us
session.
know.
Please share with the class.
Disguising myself as the girl.
That is such a shitty idea. But it would mean that you get very much almost dead, if not dead. But it would complete the quest. But then they'd come back for us. I don't know. You'd buy us time.
Disguise
but
wears
I feel like-
off after damage.
I know.
Yeah, I feel like maybe the bridge could buy us more time. How deep is the water, Trev?
Wait.
From the bridge from the one side to the other side, not that deep, but the river is running quite fast, so
Could. Wait, can someone freeze the water as they're in it?
Good what?
Sophie has a water tome.
Does anyone have? Oh,
I've
can
water.
the water tome increase water flow or like make it flood or something?
I believe the water tome merely summons water and uses it as a bludgeoning force, propelled from the book.
Shit.
You can look at the details and tell me I'm wrong.
Man, if I had Phalar,
I
she
think
had
we
control
I
water.
think the
Robert is
safest
right.
option for us right now, like the safest option, is to be a scumbag.
Oh, Jesus.
But I
Mine
do
are
not believe.
30 feet.
I do not believe that that man should have to live without having his daughter.
She did seem like a
Can't
good
get that,
person.
As much as I personally want to be a dick, I know that Val wouldn't want someone growing up without a family member, so I guess I'm gonna
Basically,
need
what
to
I'm
join in
saying
with
is,
you guys.
if we give the girl over, we kill the dad.
What? What the fuck?
I
But
mean,
don't want
it
to
is
do that.
the only safe option.
You'd only be devastating the child.
Better
That's a very
call
good
to them.
point.
No purification.
Adventurers,
Answer
time
my
is
question.
of the essence.
Answer my question.
Ask away.
Will purification
You know what I've just
Colin, your
realised?
mic just cut out.
mean the death of the child?
Death of the Lincoln, yes.
It's not giving her a bath. No, it's murder.
Shit, no.
Bookkeeper, please tell me you've got a way to like reverse for other side.
Unfortunately not, as this Lincoln is not transmitted. It is from birth. It's a pure blood Lincoln. That is why it must be purified.
Oh, bookkeeper. What are the what makes her turn?
The full moon, or moon in general,
Yeah,
really.
and has she turned while she was inside?
And say, yes, it's merely just the presence of the moon. But as all my research has taught me, the protection spell from the windmill should either stop it for
Would
time.
an illusion of a moon work to turn her into a werewolf?
Oh god.
I don't
How many actually do I was asking?
I don't believe so. It's once the
Don't believe
moon
so.
rises.
These people have a protection spell in their farm that apparently can stop this girl turning into a lichen.
What
If
side
we
is
can
the farm on?
prove we're on the side of the farm.
Okay.
If we can prove that this protection spell is strong enough to stop this girl from transforming into a lichen, will you spare her?
Give me a persuasion check.
Come on,
Please be
Colin, don't
good.
fuck up now.
18, here we go!
Yes.
Oh, okay.
18 was the threshold.
Yeah!
Oh, nice.
Hell yes.
If you can prove
This is
to me
perfect.
that this fiend does not transform in the presence of that windmill, then she shall be spared, but not forgotten about.
That's good enough.
That's fair. Yes.
I come to Andrew, this protection spell better work.
It's a long shot. I'm not, honestly.
Your daughter's life hangs in the balance here.
Okay. As the four figures start to cross the bridge, you can see the appearance, as stated before, one paladin, two knights, and a cleric wielding a kind of enchanted crossbow.
Can I back towards Dedrick?
I was just about to say that. Yes, please do.
As you do so.
For the very simple reason of I am not disguised. I'm still a fucking tiefling.
Can he do? Can you like disguise yourself in a discreet manner?
Is that a possibility?
Give me a stealth check.
Maybe. Oh, shit.
19.
Oh fuck. Alright.
I'm just I am. Hello, yes, I am.
As they cross the bridge, shores into the windmill, adventurers.
This man knows the way. Point towards Andrew.
He's kind of cool and he is near petrified. This is he's kind of during this time he's got his entire body in front of the daughter and separating from the paladins, as he maintains this for the duration of walking up the hill. As you reach the windmill, you notice that it's very broken. then like the maintenance has not been done. Like the time has not been kind.
Time for it, Robert.
What?
Arcana check. 22.
It does the although its looks are not very well mannered, there does seem to be an enchantment on it, which is the protection spell.
Hell
Protection
yeah,
from
information we already knew.
protection from good and evil.
No, it's just to make sure the guy was telling the truth.
I doubt he would have been lying about that.
I know, but better safe than sorry.
True.
And okay, as you make your way to the windmill, he kind of fumbles with his keys as he unlocks the door. Kind of, he's still kind of got his daughter like just below him. Kind of pushes her into the door. He was hoping, right? As the order seems to be standing outside the door.
Coming out, my friend.
Well, are you standing outside or inside?
I would like to go in.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to go in.
Yeah, I will also go in.
Yeah, why not?
Because
Yeah.
I'm in the mindset of, even though I've disguised myself, I'm still a tiefling, and those guards don't like tieflings that much. So I'm going to try and just keep a distance.
Okay. And as you go outside, is where the order is. You'd better be right that this works. Otherwise,
Shit, I
there
hope
could
so too.
otherwise there could
Yeah,
be a
yeah,
bloodbath on our hands.
Yeah, we get it. Purification, all that
Oh,
nonsense.
it would have been so much easier if we maintain her as this innocent girl she perceives herself as.
I'll lean
Because
down.
once she
is an innocent girl. She doesn't ask.
transforms,
She didn't ask to be a werewolf. She didn't ask for this. She's an innocent girl.
unfortunately not. But,
I'm not gonna start a
But
fight.
the-
I'm not gonna start a fight.
but the justification of murdering townsfolk, even though she did not have a choice, and I am sorry for that, but I cannot allow more innocents to die by her hand.
Do you really need to kill her though? Like, can't you
Yes.
just like lock her up?
That would be
There's got to be another way.
that is a fate worse than death. Locked in a cage all your life. Do you hear yourself, wizard?
Do you hear yourself? You're trying to murder a child.
A Lincoln.
A child.
A fiend.
An 11-year-old
Quit the
girl.
bickering. They're paladins. They're gonna think the same way. We're even
So
lucky
can we
they were
just
even lenient
wait
with us.
until the filming?
Seems so, as the night starts to get a lot darker. As it seems to be. 1 second. As it seems that the clouds start to disperse and you can see a slight shine of what appears to be the moon glow. And as it kind of starts to creep
Here we go.
up, the hill. 1 second, just answering the message from my gran.
For fuck's sake! That's just dead as shit right now.
Leaving us in suspense.
Keep them in suspense, of course.
The thing is realistically, see if this If this doesn't go, we need this to go. And fight. Party comes first.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that.
What do you hate?
The fact that we probably need to run if this goes wrong.
Oh yeah, we're not going to be able to face 4 paladins. No fucking way.
Not 4 paladins, 1 paladin, 2 knights, and a cleric
Ah,
with an
right.
enchanted crossbow.
Yeah, no, we'd be screwed.
I doubt they'd turn on us if it went awry, but we
But
wait.
they said there'll be a bloodbath.
A bloodbath, meaning the werewolf would, kill us.
No, I don't believe that these paladins are that noble.
Maybe that's what you think.
Hmm.
You speak like you know these paladins.
Of course I do. They're strong in their convictions, and they're quite lenient. Very lucky we are that they are lenient. I don't think they're bad, though.
The Riverdalian paladin speaks wisdom. As
Oh, damn straight.
we're not normally this generous when facing fiends of destruction. As the moon glow starts to kind of creep up the hill a lot more. As it now illuminates the order and the
Just
windmill.
take a deep breath.
As you kind of see the father kind of panicking and like twisting the ring back and forth incredibly fast. And the kind of breathing in now as he kind of then turns round as the moon glow kind of illuminates the door and the entire windmill seeping through the cracks. Father holds on tight to his daughter, like for the daughter to go quiet. As you can kind of hear her growl and shivering
No.
as in the brief second that this is happening, the order has already drew their weapons as the father has been pushed back as the daughter's clothes kind of grow and rip as
No.
daughter transforms into a Lincoln.
No.
I'm gonna say something I said at the beginning of this session. When have you ever known a session to be wholesome?
Yeah.
I fucking knew something bad was gonna happen.
Well,
As
Called it.
she might take out some of the guys though. It might be a fairer fight.
As she kind of transforms, the father kind of darts back and is like, "Drop your weapons! Drop your weapons! Drop your weapons!" As he kind of runs to the other side of the room. The paladins start to make their way into the door, not even wasting a second. Can everybody please load up above VTT?
I think we're all already in.
Oh
Oh,
boy.
wait.
My above VTT is not working, so I'm gonna need to watch it on someone else's.
That's fine. The stream's there.
Nadia's
Now
stream's
you've got it covered.
Mm-hmm.
High quality, I might say. Unlike some
Yeah,
people.
very cool.
That's just out of me.
So what is the plan? As the daughter transforms into this feral-like creature, kind of hair, hairy wolf humanoid figure.
What
And,
do you propose we do now, bookkeeper?
Just I don't know. I don't know. As he kind of just.
What do you usually do when she transforms?
I keep her in the cage. I keep her away from people. I keep people away from her. As the paladins kind of bust through the door. The paladin coming first and the two guards kind of coming behind as they go to take a
Right.
swing.
Moment
Moment of truth, people. What would you like to do?
Oh no.
I'm not against running, but
I think we need to.
There's a back door.
Oh, I don't feel right about this.
I don't feel right about either. But what are our odds?
Hmm.
Like, are we gonna be fighting her and the guards? Because
That
that's
depends on what side we take. Besides, we got a tiefling.
I'm still not keen on killing a small child, even if they are a monster.
The safest option, and this is going to sound awful, is killing the lichen.
I agree.
I could put her to sleep so that it's easier.
For them to kill him.
I can't believe I'm gonna kill someone called fucking Sophie.
Okay.
Like your
Sophie's
fucking
Must have a greater meaning.
So what is the party doing?
Uh,
I'm
Go
going to
for
move
the-
towards.
What?
I'm moving towards Andy.
Okay.
Wait, does your camouflage go away after combat?
No, once he gets hit.
Once I get hit.
Suffer damage or if he takes it down himself.
I don't know if you want to get in the way of the wolf.
okay.
Because if they do find out that we have a party member with, as a tiefling, they're also going to turn on us.
Okay. Do you guys think I should cast sleep?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
As
Okay, so that's
okay.
Five.
An agreement?
five
At least make it
5d8.
painless for the girl.
5d8s. Yeah.
5d8s?
For sleep,
Yeah.
you're definitely not looking. For sleep, is that.
Roll 5d8.
What does it say, Sophie?
Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect.
Okay. Well, the 5d8. Except it won't matter. As you go to cast the spell, you're interrupted. Everyone's interrupted as
Oh, what? I don't even get to cast the fucking spell?
as the father, who was kind of standing back, kind of jumps in. Crusader, you notice that your sword is no longer in its holster, in its sheath.
What the?
As the father kind of jumps in the way of the werewolf and the paladin, kind of struggling to wield this sword as he's kind of toppling with the imbalance. He's kind of holding up, shaking.
I
But-
could put them both to sleep.
Right.
They just take my fucking sword.
I could put them both to sleep. Because it goes up to 90 feet.
You hear the father cry out. Don't do this, please.
Wait, who took my sword?
The father.
Robert, I hate you.
Look at your daughter. As much as I wish she wasn't, we look at her now, man. What the fuck?
She's never hurt me. She's never injured me.
Yeah, well, what about everyone else here?
Didn't she
We
kill him?
escorted you.
Was she the one that killed the entire village?
Yes. As a paladin.
How many children did she kill?
Oh.
What about the women?
Oh.
Give me my sword.
As the paladin interrupts. As noble as you are interfering in our quest. You will be struck down as well.
Can I cast my spell yet?
If you so wish, go ahead then.
God's sake. Hold on. It
Hey,
goes up to
Robert, at
90
least
feet.
Sophie knows her spells this time.
True.
Yeah, I'm
true.
actually reading it.
What would you like to cast it on?
Well, it goes up to 90 feet, so I'm going to try and cast it on the dad and the lichen.
You do not have enough hit points to put them to sleep.
Oh, really?
Jesus.
Kidding me?
Does she have enough points for just the dad?
No.
Damn.
Enough for the
Oh,
girl?
Big the old man.
I highly doubt the girl. Can I put anyone to sleep?
You can put. No, you can't actually.
Can I put myself to sleep?
Not even. Not even.
I've got the lowest health out of all the party, and you can't even put me to sleep. I think.
I fucking wasted a spell slot. Are you kidding
Again.
me?
That's
It
2
is what
down.
it is.
I'm so raging.
As much as I hate to say this, and I don't know about the rest of my party, even though she is a child, she killed a full village of people.
Please, she didn't mean it. She's a good girl. She means no harm. She doesn't do it on purpose. Please, help. As the werewolves kind of is fully transformed, is kind of just growling behind the father's back. As the father's now pointing the sword both at you, party, and the paladin is kind of switching between shaking as he's almost toppling over with the weight of the great sword.
Oh dear.
Oh, so he really did mean what he said when he said he'd die for his daughter. Well, I mean, it's either us or the both of them. So
As as he kind of shouts out towards you, you said fight, protect. You know they're not gonna let her go. So you're not gonna let her go, are you? Take you hold on to my last breath.
this is sad.
Robert, I hate you.
So I'm guessing no one else has any other option.
I really don't want to fight Dad. I really don't want
Well,
to.
I guess I'll be the one to do it. I'll roll a hit die from the great sword.
What would you like to do?
Strike down the dad.
What with?
My great sword, the regular one.
Isn't that what you
All right,
got?
the regular great sword.
No, he's got
Okay.
the flamey one. I got the regular one.
I will not need you to roll a hit die, just damage, please.
Oh shit! God damn, he's that weak. I feel really bad doing this, but I guess I have to.
Oh, good.
As you bash,
Yeah.
as you swing your sword into him, he tries to block it, but as you hit the sword, it kind of pushes the fire great sword back. It's a poof. As you slash into the upper right side of his chest, causing him to stumble back and collapse to the floor. The sword as the Lincoln cries and wails in grief, presumably, as it goes to attack you. Can everybody please roll initiative?
Question:
What's the
here
question?
it goes.
does my spell wear off if I do damage?
Does your spell wear off if you do damage? I imagine so.
So see if I'm still get my cloak up, does that mean that they won't see it?
I mean, your cloak does it not just already hide your face?
Yeah, that's true. I've rolled a 17.
Okay, everybody's rolled pretty high for this. Relatively high.
Hmm.
Werewolves rolled an 11. So. Kanoa's first, followed by Marcellus, followed by the Paladin.
Fucking
Poor
hell, what a
Noah.
roll.
I know.
Nadia got a nat
I know I
20.
just made friends with Sophie as well, and now she's got now they've
And
got
Oh.
Kanoa
then
rolled a nat 20.
Yeah.
it is Velindra, and then Cedric, then the werewolf, and the guards, then Eric, and then the cleric. Okay,
Yeah, I didn't do that one.
Kanoa. What would you like to do as this werewolf now is currently in mid-pounce towards Crusader?
I don't know. What's my sneak attack?
What's your sneak attack? It's a 2d6, I believe.
2d6. Do you just add that onto a turn?
Yeah, you just add that onto your attack damage
Okay.
when it hits.
I guess I'll go with my boomerang. And just try and aim. I don't know, just to try and distract it.
You would like to distract it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't need a hit DC, I'd need a deception.
Oh. Well, I just got 26 on a hit DC, so.
Okay, I'll take the hit DC. You're not doing
Okay.
damage, are you?
Are
you trying to hit
hopefully
it?
Not.
Okay, if you distract it then. I'll let because you rolled so high, I'll let that just count as deception then.
Okay.
As you kind of throw it and it kind of whizzes past the werewolf, the Lincoln tries to like bite into it, but it kind of snaps and she turns around to the boomerang as it kind of floats around the windmill. Anything for your bonus action?
I really don't want to hurt her.
I mean, you already killed that, so.
Well, the way you're going, definitely looks like it won't matter.
I'm about to say it doesn't seem like we've got any choice.
Only
not
only
happy
your
about
own character morals.
What's the dad doing?
Dad's on the ground
dead.
bleeding.
Okay. Nothing for bonus action.
Marcellus.
God damn the music. You really wanted to fuck with us this session, huh?
This is our punishment.
This
for
is
fucking
this
That's
is
a
my
question.
revenge.
This is the
What's up?
punishment.
Is
Revenge for the
there
one shot.
any way I am able to... I've got two things I'm thinking of doing. Is there any way of me either A, being able to get it, just disengage for combat entirely?
There's stairs right next to you that presumably lead up. As you can see,
I would
well,
like
not
to-
presumably, you can see them lead up.
I would like to move up the stairs.
Okay. As you do so.
But like to a distance where I can kind of still see what's going on.
Okay. I'll put you there then. As you're kind of, you're in between the floor and the stairs, the next floor and the stairs, where you can see the kind of room above where it's more of like a kind of child's room. Seems to be the only other room. And it's like well decorated,
Damn.
despite everything else being wrecked. As you're kind of just leaning underneath and looking. It is the Paladin's turn. as it's going to attack the werewolf. For a 19 to hit, followed with 12 points of damage.
Is it not going to smite it like Dedrick does every time?
Not at the
I
moment.
have to. It's my source of damage, man.
Not at the moment. As a paladin kind of barges through and almost looks like if it's taking pride in this, slashes down at the werewolf's back, causing it to like kind of howls. An awful screech. Valindra.
I don't know what to do. It could be such. I could use irony and use my and fire a fucking longbow at her. Jesus Christ. I don't know what to do. Like, I genuinely don't know what to do. Okay, I'm gonna.
Sorry,
I
Adam.
might just be ironic and use my longbow. Why not?
What would you like to do, Sophie?
I'm gonna use my longbow to try and like hit her roughly, like maybe in the shoulder.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me the roll.
Hit
The
DC,
hit
yeah.
DC. Hit DC, yep.
Watch it to be rubbish. Oh my god, no!
Roll me the damage.
Shit, man.
As the rules.
One of them definitely an 8.
One of them's definitely an 8, so I'll go with
That's
8.
literally it anyway, so
Yep.
14.
No, I'll go with 8 and 8. 16,
Yeah, that makes sense.
18. I'll always use the first one. Yeah. That's that's 20 points of damage.
Oh,
As you kind of and you
what?
can as it kind of fires over the paladin's shoulder into the Lincoln's arms as it kind of howls out in more agony. You kind of see the father kind of almost try and get up but fail as you can just hear kind of muffled crying from him. Dedrick. Your turn.
I hate this, but I guess I have to kill him. I'll roll damage.
Who are you killing?
The dad.
The dad?
The dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
we're just slaughtering this entire fucking family.
Well, I don't think that kills him, does it?
Not yet. But as you pierce
I
into
don't
his
want
chest,
to let this man watch his daughter die.
you pierce into the chest and just hear agonizing cries from him.
This is actually... This is the most uncomfortable I've ever felt in a D&D session.
Anything for your bonus action?
Nah. Wait. Let me see. What does this do?
I fucking hate this.
You two appreciate the
This is what we get for trying to push Crusader in a fucking hole.
Exactly what.
This is our karma.
I wasn't even involved.
It's just a fuck you to Adam as well for not being there last week.
Hey, you guys are the one that picked up the quest. Everything you have done has been on your own accord. Do not blame me. Every action has led you to this consequence. You are still choosing to slaughter the father. And the Lincoln, do not put deaths on me. I merely tell the story.
We should have went for the haunted puppet first.
Okay. Nothing for your bonus action. Werewolf.
Wouldn't it be more fitting if he died by a smite? The only
Too
way to
late.
go out, right? Oh, okay.
If he's still alive by my turn, I'll use my dagger.
Yeah, do
As
something for him to quit.
as the werewolf uses multi-attack and kind of screeches out and jumps straight at Crusader, ignoring the other paladin in the way, launching at Dedrick to not only bite into his neck but also claw him on the chest. That is a 20 to hit with the claws and a 19 to hit with the bite.
Jesus. You got some good ass rolls.
Do they hit?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 plus 2, 7 points from the bite damage, if you please. And can you please roll me a Constitution saving throw?
Con.
As you can take another 4 points of slashing damage as well.
Is it how much?
So that's completely forgot. 7 points from the bite and 4 damage from the claws.
Oh, gotcha.
As the werewolf jumps, pouncing on your Crusader, almost causing you to fall back as it kind of bites you into the neck, and you can feel just the unholiness seep through your body as your body rejects it. As the claws slash down on your chest as well, almost cutting through the armor. As cutting through the armor, as it kind of slash, as it kind of growls at you, and as you face the werewolf down its eyes, the eyes are exactly similar to the daughter's. The 2 guards now, as they come running in, they will, one with a spear, one with a longsword, as they attack the werewolf. It's a 19, and a 4 as the guard with the spear tries to lunge in and pierce through, only for no avail, to be knocked back by the werewolf as the other guard comes in and slashes with their sword, knocking them off you, Dedrick, taking 4 points of slashing damage.
Wait, I take that damage?
Not you, the werewolf does.
Oh. I'm about to say, friendly fire, man.
As the werewolf is kind of wailing at this point. Eric, it's your turn.
My turn.
It's your turn, Eric.
Yep. Alright. Can I attack the father?
The father, okay. Just damage them.
Or are we focusing on the monster? What's the plan here, guys?
I mean, we don't really want this guy to watch his daughter die.
So
I also
we
want
kill
my
him
sword back.
first. And then, okay. Yeah, no, I'll go for a longsword on the dad then.
Okay. Damage, please. Just damage. He's not able to defend himself.
Robert, why?
Yeah, well,
He's not able
I'll
to
take relief
defend
in
him.
that.
How do you want to do this?
I just wanna put him out of his misery, stab him through the heart.
Okay. As you do so, and as you kind of not aggressively, but as a mercy killing, you kind of stab him through. As you look up, and this timid man, kind of no longer timid, just kind of filled with rage, as he kind of grabs the blade. It just, monsters, you're worse than the werewolf. As he
Alright,
dies
fair enough.
on your blade.
Adam,
As
I
you
hope
can
you
see-
know that you're going to be #1 on this fucking werewolves hit list right now.
Oh yeah.
As you hear
You don't
as
kill
this
our lad.
happens, you hear a screech.
Everyone else was trying to.
You hear a
big
howl and screech as the werewolf almost grows half the size bigger. As it looks more feral as the fangs kind of grow and large. And the werewolf's going to use a legendary action
Oh, boy.
to pounce on you, Eric.
Damn it. Almost like a habit to say, Dedrick, you're gonna take damage.
Yeah, you take so much damage like all the time, man. Can you? I'm going to ask you to make a strength check, and you have to beat a 19.
Oh my god!
Eric, don't die. Please don't die.
Oh boy!
Oh!
As the werewolf pounces upon you and
That boy!
goes for a snarling bite, you merely just you use its momentum against you as you kind of push it over your shoulder as it slams into the wall behind you. As you kind of hear a howl from it again. I will warn you, all of you, that the werewolf will get a second turn during next round of combat.
Oh no, why? Why?
Second phase, motherfucker. It's the cleric's turn. As the cleric kind of backs up a wee bit to the stairs and fires a bolt at you, Dedrick.
Dedrick?
At Dedrick. I will not need a hit DC, but Dedrick, can you please regain 7 points of health?
Oh my god, I shot myself for a
As
second.
the cleric kind of fires kind of bolt filled with arcane energy into the side of Dedrick's arm, as you feel initial pain at first, but it's more like a needle as you're kind of feel
Crusader's not here at the moment.
regained. I don't think he is. I think he's just talking to someone.
We'll let him know when he comes back.
Yeah.
No, he's here.
Yeah, he's just talking to someone. Okay. Well. Kanoa, it's your turn again.
Who's after me in the turn order?
Me.
Oh, and you're fucking up the stairs right now.
I'm not fully up the stairs. I can still see.
Everything that's going on.
Okay. Because my idea was to try and go up to her and just kind of like calm her down a little bit, and then someone could just come in behind her. But if it's you next, you're across the other side of the 1 mil, so.
If... Wait, I don't have sneak attack, do I?
You're a wizard.
So I don't, no.
You're a wizard, Harry.
I mean, you could just still walk over while I'm distracting her, right?
What would you like to do?
But I don't think that would count as a sneak attack.
It's not. As I said, you're a wizard.
Can I just walk up to her and like kind of hold my hand out and just kind of like try and calm her down a little bit?
Give me persuasion with disadvantage.
I thought that would have been animal handling.
Nadia, see when you said that, that just made my mind flash to Jurassic Park for some reason.
Motherfucker.
7.
Oh god.
As you go to do this, you try and like open your hand to calm her down as you just hear this wail from her. She goes to try and claw you as you step out of the road, as she seems more aggressive this time. Marcellus, it's your turn.
As a reaction to what I just saw, I am going to cast a second level magic missile on the Lycan,
Okay. Damage, please.
which is 4 1d4s plus 1.
Yep.
So 5, 8, 13. Fucking hell, 18 points of damage.
As
Wait, did she do any damage to me?
she didn't.
No, but she still swung for you.
As you kind of raise out your hand and cast, as they kind of all appear around your body as they all fire directly for the Lincoln. As it just lets out an even larger scream and howl. You can see the battle is taking a tear on it. It is the Paladin's turn. And the Paladin is going to charge and kind of step in front of you, Kanoa. As it goes for a slash. This is no place for a child. That's hits. Not a lot of damage though. 4. Valindra.
Shit. I might... No, I don't want to do that either. I don't... Fuck it, I might create a bonfire. Like...
In the house with everyone surrounding.
That's probably not a good idea, actually. Hold on, let me think.
When in doubt, firebolt.
That's what I was going to use, but every time I've used it the past few times, it's been so shit. So I don't know if it's worth it.
Come on.
Fine. I'll try firebolt. If it doesn't work, I'm not using it again for a while.
Go for it.
Hit DC. Come on, please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Please be good. Shit.
It hits.
Not.
Oh, it has.
Mm-hmm.
Hell
To be
yeah.
honest, I was surprised that hit.
So was that?
As
You
you
singed the
as you cast this lightning bolt filled with fire and flames, only for it to slightly scorch and leave a small mark on the side of the werewolf's chest as it grows angry again.
Oh my god, man.
It is now the werewolf's turn.
Oh
Two
no.
turns.
Oh shit, no. Wait.
It's going to multi-attack and bite and claw at you, Eric. That's a 9 for the bite, but a 22 for the claw.
So that claw fucking hits.
Oh, wow. That's 7 points of slashing damage.
Alright.
As it kind of goes to bite, you immediately duck underneath, but in the way of the claws, it slices up. Dedrick, it is your turn.
Crusader.
Yeah, he's doing dishes. He's gonna type. You grab your sword off your ground as you grab your fiery sword from the corpse of the father. As the blade and the handle both have the blood of the father on it.
Now, why'd you have to add that detail?
Because it hurts you.
Makes us feel even worse about what we're doing.
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna use your bonus action for picking it up though. So you still got your action. Okay. That hits. Damage, please. Okay. As you swing the sword down, igniting it in the process, slash down upon the werewolf, scarring it, slashing across its chest and neck, for it to whimper as its fur starts to be kind of, as it kind of backs up against the wall. You kind of see the eyes now turn into bloodlust. As it's still fixated on Eric, it's going to use its legendary action to pounce. Again, I'd like a strength check, please, for you to beat an 18.
Come on, you did it once.
18.
Do it again.
Oh boy.
Oh,
no.
Not one.
So on top of the
Nice
D,
knowing you guys.
on top of the 6 plus 2, that's 8 bite damage. I would also like you to take 4 points of bludgeoning damage, as when you are pounced, it kind of reaches out and grabs, bites you on the shoulder blade, and slams you against the wall, just to kind of chimney wall in the center. Can you also make a con save for me?
Oh boy.
Eric, please don't die.
Yeah, if you do, Val will be the only one left of the original party.
I know.
As you feel the unholy energy go through your body naturally rejects it. It's going to be the guard's turn, as they both kind of, as one of them goes to kind of grapple the werewolf, failing in its attempt, as it slams back as the other guard goes in to pierce with its long sword, hitting, causing 7 points of piercing damage as it slashes in. The werewolf kind of now whimpers, leaps off of you, kind of just... it's going to use its legendary action to... its last legendary action for its turn, to kind of howl, and you can see the wound that's just been pierced kind of start to heal, but not fully.
Fuck.
As it's now the werewolf's turn once more. As it goes to claw at Eric again. As it's
Eric,
completely
you pissed us
fixated.
Little help here, guys.
Misses both attacks as it rolls under 10. As it kind of goes to bite you again, you kind of duck underneath, and it goes to claw as you kind of just merely block it with your sword. Eric, it's your turn to retaliate, though.
Alright. Gonna go with Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
Just trying to see if there's anything else. Nope.
Aye, the spirit of spirits.
Yeah, no, alright. Oh, you kidding me?
As you clutch onto your symbol and halfway through summon it, the wolf, the Lincoln goes to slash at you again, causing you to lose focus and focus on dodging as your spell fails.
God.
It's the cleric's turn, as the cleric on the stairs kind of leans over and fires at you, Edric, causing it to pierce through your shoulder in the same kind of fashion. It doesn't go all the way, but it just kind of lightly goes in. You kind of feel a burst of pain and a burst of kind of warmth. Can you regain 7 points of health?
Oh, thank Christ. Yep, I can do it.
Turn 3. Canoa.
Bro, I don't fucking know. I don't want to hurt her.
She's gonna kill me otherwise. Like, we've made this bed. We've got to Deal with it now.
Are we still going to get our bounty reward after all this?
No. No.
Oh, probably not.
Bro, I don't fucking know.
Attack the giant monster.
Come on, I'm gonna need an answer.
I'm gonna join Marcellus on the stairs.
Okay. As you as you make a run, dash, and through the cleric to only to reach the stairs, and Dedrick kind of
I will
shielding your
remember that.
eyes as you do so. Marcellus, it's your turn as you notice Kanoa run up to you.
I'm just gonna look at Carnoa and say, I'm sorry. Then I'm gonna cast Magic Missile level 2 again on the Lycan. 2, 5, 10, 14.
How do you want to do this?
Why did it have to be me? And it worked so well as well with us. Just all 4 of them in the heart, quick as possible.
Oh, that's not even Discord. There goes that.
At least we're not dead.
Kill, as it pierces the heart of the werewolf, it kind of stampers and groans as it collapses just by the wooden steps. Kind of lands next to the father as
Oh, really? Why?
as the werewolf just kind of lets out a last whimp as it dies. As the paladin walks over to the werewolf and there's fault. As the paladin walks back, goes to walk to the door and gestures the guard and the cleric to go with. I know it was tough to do, but you did the right thing.
Just go. Just get over here.
As he nods, as they all walk out to the door.
God
I
damn.
would like, once they leave, to walk up to the body of the Lycan and just ask everyone else to leave for a moment.
Whether you can comply with this, it's up to you.
I frankly don't want to be around that thing any longer, so I will leave, yeah.
As you kind of get up, like battle wounded, kind of scarred, bleeding, kind of pulling out the arrow that was shot into you.
What a fucking mess.
You exit the door. Everyone else, leave or stay.
I'm gonna stay.
Okay.
I'll leave.
As you leave, and for complete comedic effect, I'm gonna make Crusader stay because he doesn't answer.
Crusaders
He says stay anyway. I know him too
What
well.
I'm going to do, this is really smart, me using all 3 of my 2nd level spell slots in the same thing. But I want to go up to the body of the lichen. I'm assuming it's rather close to the body of the father, yeah?
Yeah.
I'd like to place one hand on the father's corpse, one hand in the lichen, and I'd like to cast Burning Hands.
Okay. As your hand ignites, you kind of place it on the father and the link in the lake. Use watch as the corpses are kind of start to ignite and set ablaze.
It's the closest thing we can give them to a proper burial. I say that, then walk out.
Okay.
I shall take out my journal in as memento.
Okay.
Okay.
As you begin to start writing amongst the flames. Anyone else?
We're all outside, aren't we?
Sorry?
So we're all outside waiting, aren't we?
Yep. Apart from Villandra.
Sophie.
I'll just glance down at them both and then leave.
Okay. As you all exit, you notice the guards, the order is already at the bridge, making their way back into the forest station. As Dedrick shortly comes out, as the entire place starts to kind of catch fire.
Well, that was a mess.
Their punishment. We should have never pushed Crusader down a fucking hole.
It wasn't even Crusader doing the whole. You guys picked up the quest.
That's a good point.
I,
actually.
after a long silence, just go, it may not be today, but we cannot let those people continue to allow to do that.
I think we just did.
We
won't
just
let
kind
them
of
do
help
that
them.
again.
We kind of just help them. Do what?
Do what? To take the life of a child.
And tell people.
And what did you do to help the father? Dedrick says.
We made it so he didn't have to watch the death of his daughter.
We had no choice, as he speaks. And he died in anguish.
As I
I
say,
mean-
it may not be today, but we will end that paladin and that cleric and those knights.
Dedrick narrates, they did not deserve your misplaced hatred. They do not deserve your misplaced hatred.
If I took my hood down, I would be just like those fucking corpses.
Oh, here we go, another fucking fight.
As Dedrick says, same as I.
I just walk over to Dedrick, place my hand on his shoulder, look at him, I hold his shoulder, then I just pat it twice, then walk away.
Okie dokie.
As you start to make your way down the hill. What would the party like to do?
Well, I guess we're not getting paid.
I was about to say, we're not going to get our fucking reward.
I'm gonna wait at the bridge.
Cool.
I mean, where else is there to go, yeah?
I have so many intrusive thoughts. It's making me want to just go up to the paladins that are walking away and just like throw punches. I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, I'm so tempted as well. But
The intrusive thoughts are like,
I'll stick with Eric, I suppose. Maybe the house. Narrates Crusader.
yeah, I think I'll probably stick with Dedrick and Eric.
Oh, Eric, all the pressure's on you, my mans.
I guess we go back to the house? Like, where do we go from here? We've got the other quest. I assume that is nowhere near us.
yeah,
Yeah, sure, we'll go back to the house.
Do we remember where we parked it?
We put a little stick up, but other than that.
Alindra, give me a history check.
Oh, God's sake. You shut up! History check. Hold on, if I can find it. Right there. Oh.
You roughly remember the path you took.
Oh.
Enough to get you back past the village into where you roughly think you left the house.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
As you start to make your way down to the bridge, greeted by Marcellus. It's kind of hanging over the bridge. As you continue onwards through the forest, are any words spoken?
not from me.
Not from me.
I mean, we're all in a pretty sad mood.
I mean, I'd hope so. Y'all just killed a fucking child.
I think
I'm trying to decide. Hold on. Is Dedrick saying anything?
Typing. As Dedrick says, this will happen again. I hope everyone is ready to make the right call when it happens.
We made the wrong call today.
I wouldn't be too sure of that. I know what it's like fighting with a family member going a bit rogue. So I think we kind of did the right. We did the right thing.
we didn't do it in the best way, but yeah,
We didn't do it in the best way, but we did it in the best way we could have. Either way, it was ending badly. It was either that way or a worse way.
You
Yous
don't have to
didn't
convince
kill
me. I
her.
almost died.
I did.
It was her or me, mate.
Doesn't mean I need to feel good about it.
If we had kept them both alive, she would have killed her dad one of these days.
I appreciate the sentiment and trying to make me feel better, but not right now. Not right now.
Not trying to make anyone feel better. I'm just giving the God honest truth. If we'd kept them both alive, she would have killed him one day. And then someone would have killed her.
And as you progress through the forest, you kind of notice an orange glow just at the right side of the forestation. Kind of orange glow, presumably from a campfire. And what you hear is kind of faint whistle sound.
Oh no.
That, Dedrick, you recognise to be one of the main whistles that Riverdale and Paladins use before going into battle. Almost as a chant. You kind of hear that for the woods.
That's not good.
Give us a break, man.
Only seems to be one whistle, but it's very faint. One with the glow of the campfire.
I go up to it.
Can we go around him?
I'm heading straight to it.
I'm casting invisibility.
Okay. The rest of the party members?
I guess I'll just kind of hide behind a
I'm gonna
bush.
stay back.
I'm gonna stay in the vicinity or more.
Oh, Eric, what order do you belong to?
Oh yeah, technically, Eric, you do recognise the whistle as well. My bad. You do technically,
Yeah,
you do it not to the extent that you recognise what it's from, but to the extent of you do hear that, you have heard that whistle before.
Okay.
I'm gonna regret this.
I'll
I'll
go
go with
to the
Dedrick.
woods.
Okay.
As the three of yous make your way, to the kind of sound, it kind of stops, and as Marcellus and Kanoa, invisibility, along with the kind of hiding behind the shrubs, kind of open out through the forestation. You notice like a kind of path around. It seems to be like a kind of campsite. A very small campsite, a single person campsite. Seems to be a horse kind of laying down. A single tent along with a campfire as the figure's kind of got his back hunched towards the campfire and towards you guys, where all you see is the kind of black shadow of it. As you kind of hear the crackling.
Do I recognize this person?
From the glow and the shadow, not really.
Oh, I could go closer if you guys want to hang back. That's fine.
I mean, you're the strongest one, so it'd probably make more sense.
And I am a Riverdale paladin.
Yeah.
Wait.
And as you go closer, and you kind of step on a twig. As you do so, before you can even say a word, you kind of hear the whistle stop, and as the figure steps up, kind of pokes the fire one more time and turns around. The figure's surprised. And you're surprised. As you've met this figure before.
Oh,
I think I know who it is.
I did not expect to see you adventurers anytime soon.
oh my fucking god!
As Grimsby is sitting at the
Oh
campfire.
my god! It's so
Yeah.
good.
Hey.
And that is where we'll end today's session.